Can I invite Dr. H.S. Sreenivasa to continue his presentation on Purandaradasa, please?
Yes, sir. Sri Ram Samartha. Good evening to everybody. In my previous talk, we came across the simplest form of expressing the importance of water, the Rigvedic terminology, Jalam Jivanam, embedded in Sri Purandaradasara Sahitya. Now I am going to talk on characteristics of water bodies elucidated by Sri Purandaradasaru. He explains the notable features in the construction of water bodies in his lyrics. He uses many words from Ashtanga Hridaya Sthana, quoted in Manasollasa of 12th century, compiled by King Someshwara II, which is a well-known encyclopedia in Sanskrit. The king belongs to Kalyana Chalukya dynasty and built numerous water bodies during his rule. Nomenclatures of water bodies and their topographical locations. Manasollasa, Ashtanga Hridaya Sthana, chapter 5, in its critical study, reveals the names of water bodies like Vapi, Kupa, Tataka, Pushkarni, etc. are briefly explained here. Kupa. Water is drawn from the well by hand using a rope and wheel. Till date, we used to draw the water by this method. Vapi. Steps are constructed to reach the water surface. To draw water from only one side of the well is called Vapi or Vapika. Pushkarni, a square of rectangle construction using stones. Here there is a provision from all the four sides of the well to draw the water. This construction can be seen at Swami Pushkarni at Tirumala, Mylapore, Chennai, Madurai, Hampi, and almost all the famous temples of India, especially in South India. Here are some incidents about the Pushkarni explained by Sri Purandaradasaru. Speaking about the action of drama, as he calls it, by Sreenivasa, and this is how it is played. Getting bored at his residence, he wants to relax and goes in the forest for hunting. Thereafter, seeing Padmavati and attracted by her divine beauty, just to create an excuse to spend some time to speak to her, he says, I am lost in the forest. Can you please show me how can I go back home, which is on the bank of Swami Pushkarni? Let us listen how sweetly Sri Purandaradasaru puts it. Nodu nodu Venkatesha noduva notava nodu nodu aha nodu nodu aha nodu nodu Venkatesha noduva atava avanatava ಬೇಟೆಗಾಗಿ ಹೊರಟು ಬಂದ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತವ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತವ ಅಡವಿಯೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲೆಂದು ಜುಲ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅಡವಿಯೊಳಗೆ ದಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ಜುಲಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಜುಲ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪುಷ್ಕರ್ಣಿ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪುಷ್ಕರ್ಣಿ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ. In another kriti, he uses the word of Swami Pushkarni along with the word Koneri. Also, the name of Papa Vinashini Tirtha. Papa Vinashini Tirtha, Papa Vinashini Tirtha, Namapata Kava Pariharise, Papa Vinashini Tirtha, Nama Patakava Pariharise Shri Venkatagiri Sreenivasa Koneri Tirthadivasa Koneri Tirthadivasa. Koneri, the importance of this is told by Sri Purandasararu here. He equates the word Swami Pushkarani to Koneri, which is a special word for the construction of water source in the Marathi language. Koneri, which is a combination of the words Kona and Eri, is a design of stones set up in the form of perfect geometrical shape. There is another example of huge Pushkarani at Hampi near Mahanavami Dibba, having the similar shape with numbers carved along with the directions on the stone setup. Sri Purandasararu uses in different ways Swami Pushkarani's name. Yesu Janmada Punya Bandodagito, Yesu Janmada Punya Bandodagito, Sri Swami Pushkaraniyali, Snana Japa Tapava Madi, Varadevara Nodi, Snana Japa Tapava Madi, Varadevara Nodi. Next, Papa Vinashini Tirtha. This water body is situated at a distance of 7 kilometers from Tirumala, Sri Venkateshwara temple. The natural water flows please to have snanam by this, so that they can enjoy the artificial false bathing. Ashtanga Hridaya Sthana specifically distinguishes the definition and the difference between the Pushkarani and Devakhata. Pushkarani is a man-made construction of water source, whereas the Devakhata is a water body formed naturally. Swami Pushkarani, which was a natural pond initially, as the time passed, got converted into the man-made structure as Pushkarani we see today. There is another point here. Whenever they used to build the Pushkarani, according to my observation, it consists of a spring oozing out continuously such that it has water throughout the year. Because of continuous seepage of water and utility, it maintains the good quality of drinkable water. At Papanashini, water flows through the mountain slopes, carrying the essence of herbal plants growing on its banks. Whenever waterfalls are formed, oxygen in the air gets dissolved in the flowing water. Thus, amount of dissolved oxygen will be more in this water. According to modern chemistry, more the dissolved oxygen, better the taste of water. This is how the ordinary water becomes tirtha. Here it is called as Papanashini because this water can purify both mind and soul. Our spiritual great people of India could find its importance, and they have also added the spirituality to it. The benevolent name of God's hill, Venkatagiri. Venkata means Papa or the sin will subsidize by seeing this great hill. It is not a myth that one can experience purity and clarity just by seeing and especially taking bath here. I am concluding here with 2 points. Sri Purandasararu, being a saint himself, has blessed us by simple descriptions. The description of how the construction of water bodies takes place. The importance of water bodies in the 16th century, as defined in the scripts like Manasollasa of 12th century, Historical Encyclopedia of Karnataka, Ashtanga Hridayasthana by Vagbhata in 5th century AD. This was also quoted in the verses from Charaka Samhita, 5th century BC, considered to be. I am quoting these dates from verified historical data sources to state that these are not only cultivated habits handed over by tradition, but also systematically documented through the ages. Jai Jai Raghuvira Samartha.
Thank you very much, Dr. Harihara Sreenivasa Rao. It's a beautifully illustrated scientific talk. And not only that, we were able to enjoy your singing as well. Your singing and the pictures added color to your talk. We would like to hear more from you. Thank you very much. As most of you know, Dr. Rao is from Harihara in Karnataka, and he has got a doctorate in hydrology, and we will hear more from the scientific point of view of our religious scriptures. Thank you, Dr. Rao.